Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Welcome to Disgruntled, the podcast where we process the minor inconveniences that feel like personal attacks.
Traffic, conference calls, group text, no one's safe.
We're not here to fix anything. We're here to vent, to spiral, and to laugh instead of scream.
Basically, it's therapy, but with less crying and more yelling into the void.
And just so we don't get fired, the views expressed in the podcast are ours and ours alone. They do not reflect the opinions of our employers, past, present, or future.
Or yours, or anyone's really.
We're not really professionals. We're just professionally done with everything.
Call us today, cry for help, but make it funny at 479-222-1251.
Or you can find us at disgruntlednetwork.org and submit your unfortunate ramblings via form.
And visit the link in the bio for more details.
Anyway, so we're your host of Disgruntled. I'm Bailey Bolin.
I'm Jillian Johnson.
And let's get into the episode.
Hey.
Hey, Bailey.
What's up?
Oh, not much, Buttercup.
Right. I need a bullet or a heavy duty rope.
Order 2 when you do. Order 2.
I'd say hang in there. There's one word emphasis here.
Oh, that about sums it up.
Oh my God, how's your week been?
Oh, peachy. Another day in paradise. It's going. I'm in that point of the work cycle where there's no break ahead except for Thanksgiving, and that makes me want to find that rope real quick.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that depression's hitting. I'm having intrusive thoughts every day about whacking all my hair off.
Do it. Yellow.
I know, because
You've done it before. It grows back.
I know. Yeah, it gets back
Why not?
here. I know.
Who's it gonna hurt?
Nobody. So I'm really at that point in stage, because so what if somebody says something about the psoriasis on the back of my neck? Like, oh, screw yourself. What am
Who cares?
what am I hiding? Yeah. So I just want to chop it all off. I wear it up every day. I sometimes feel like Violet from I'll Get There, Lemony Snicket series of unfortunate events. Every morning I go into work and my brain's not activated until I put my hair up. And so it's like, at this point, if I have to have my hair in a ponytail to think, I think it might be time for it to go.
Yeah, but then it gets to the point where like it's not long enough to put back in a ponytail, and that's hell too.
Yeah. But I will say, when I first chopped it last time, like, I think a lot of my desire to do that got put away, and so I didn't notice it as much when it was like short. Now, as it grew longer, so I started, testing to see whether or not I could make it work. Yeah. But when I'm in that initial,
there's nothing like it. Just do it.
So who knows? Our people who watch our podcast might go, "Oh wow!" in the next couple weeks. Don't be surprised. That's forthcoming.
Nice.
Big financial moves happening over here.
Okay.
And I wanted to say this while on camera. It's not that it's. I was thinking about saving this for break.
I'm stressed out.
Good.
Okay.
I was thinking about saving it for break, but I was like, why not just tell everyone, and because I mainly wanted people also to see your reaction to it. And so, because I know.
God, this is stressing me out, Jill.
It's going to be so good. It's going to be so.
I'm so stressed.
This is going to be prime content. I was like, I got to do it for the fans, got to do it. Here we go. Liam got rid of his charger.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
See,
Well,
I knew
that's smart. Oh my God, he's finally starting to think like an adult. You mean he couldn't afford $1,000 car payment every month?
No.
Whoa. What's he driving?
At the moment,
Did he get a new car?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's a very responsible decision. I'm very surprised.
You and me both. Well, I've started to understand that there was more backstory kind of leading up to this moment. And so here we go. Wrap in, guys. Yeah. So Lily brought it up to me this weekend. He was like, look, I looked on Carvana and Carvana offered me $28,000 for the charger, and I owe $29,000, and so then I'd only be out $1,000, and which is a one car payment.
Take it.
Yeah. And then I said, wait, boo-boo. You bought all the extended warranties and you bought all the gap insurance through a dealership. Why don't you go to the dealership and see if the ones that that you bought it from will take it and maybe give you some money back for those extended warranties and that gap insurance.
Smart.
And he was like,
because you're so freaking smart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so he was like, no, dealerships don't, like, I doubt that they're probably just going to lowball me, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I said, but it's your decision. Like, you could at least go hear them out and see if they'll even do it. I mean, and then worst case for worse, then it's just Carvana. It doesn't have to,
Right.
I mean, the worst they can do is offer you a bad deal and you just walk out. You have nothing to lose. So we went, yesterday morning, and we sat down, or he walked in. I was a few minutes late because I went and got me McDonald's. Side note there. And he walked in and they, because, well, let me preface this by saying that he wanted to do it Monday, but he called on Monday and the main person who's over used car sales wasn't going to be in that day. So they said, you should come on Tuesday. So we went, and he gets there at 9 a.m. So, of course, we get there at 9 a.m. And he comes out and he said, yeah, absolutely, I want it. Yeah, let's do it. The guy, my assistant, will figure out what it is. We'll break even. We want that car. We'll make sure that you get broke even. So they went and ran the numbers, and they weren't going to give him the full value of the loan, but they were able to take the cash value left of the extended warranties and add it to the value of the car so that he breaks even, and then he gets to get a check from his finance company back to him in his name. He'll get to keep the gap insurance paid out.
Wow, that's good.
So he even comes out ahead. Yeah.
Y'all should have done that a long time ago.
That's been the problem. It just now, literally within the last month, I think, or maybe even 2 months, came to that point where the loan and the car value finally matched
aligned.
up.
Yeah.
Because
and that's the hard thing. Because
Yeah.
a vehicle is such a depreciating asset that, like, the first 2 years that you owe, you're immediately upside down.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
well,
so
that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be nothing for relief. I prefaced that by Liam telling me that he was about to be 2 months behind on said car note. And
oh, Liam.
I had a conversation with Lily that the last time I bailed him out was going to be the last time. And so it
Good.
stressed him out so much because he knew coming to me what the answer was going to be. So he worked out a way to relieve his stress permanently, get us farther ahead, and relieve all the problems. Because right now you could throw a rock in my front yard and hit 4 cars. So having a car is not a problem. Having a car is not a problem.
Right.
Yeah. So, yes. And I said, Liam, I said, be realistic. I said, I would have fought more for you for that car if you were like my mother and your job required you to travel and work out of your car and do all the things. I said, you just drive 10 minutes, do your stuff in your office, and then drive 10 minutes home. And on weekends, we go in my car. So, like, literally all you do is go to work. Like, that's all you do with it. And I said, the time when it was fun has ended. I said, it's becoming nothing but problems. Your front tail light needs to be redone. You need, like, we've had nothing but maintenance issues. I can't eat, like, 6 of them so far just out of that car. And we're approaching getting closer and closer to that 100,000 point where it's just going to go beyond nothing but problems.
Yeah.
Because while he is a diehard whatever, Dodge is terrible. And I'll stand 10 toes deep on that one. Dodge is terrible. It's not reliable. And they have nothing but maintenance issues. And I said, that's all okay if you're bankroll Freddy and got all the money to pay for said maintenance issues. But we don't, boo-boo. We don't. The next thing goes wrong with that car and you paying that $900 car payment for the damn thing to sit in the driveway. Like,
Right.
if you own a car like that, you have to have a certain amount set back for when something happens to, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and it was not practical. Like it is not a practical car. At all. Like at all. And I'm very proud of him. I'm very, very proud of him because I know how much he loved that car. Like, I do know how much he loved that car, but it's a responsible decision. It's an adult decision that he made. And like, props to him because if you would have asked me a few months ago if he would ever sell that car, it was a hell no. There's no way. And to hear that he's done it on his own accord, that's impressive.
I think it took, it's been a while. But I think it finally, because again, like Bailey pointed out, a couple of months ago, Liam would have argued with you point blank in your face till he couldn't breathe anymore that it was a good decision and he loved the Charger and I'd risk anything for it. And then thankfully, I think he's finally, because I think all of that came from a fear of admitting how
he's wrong,
stupid of a mistake it was. Like, he was never willing to say that was a stupid mistake. And so
no.
He finally said to me, while we were leaving the dealership, he was like, yeah, I'm finally able to admit how stupid that was, because it was stupid. I was financially irresponsible. I didn't think about the consequences of it. It's been nothing but a stressor since the day that I signed the lease about how to make the payment every month. And he said, I don't know how to feel without that weight on my shoulders. And he said, I think I can finally breathe and admit to the fact that I was wrong. And I was like, I'm so proud.
Well, and it would be different. And I'm trying to be very strategic in how I say this.
Me too, as you could tell. I'm a good PR person.
It would be different if he was out there making $120,000 a year, but let's be honest, that's not what's happening.
That's what I told him.
I have a $550 car payment, but I also have a really good job and I make really good money and I know what I can afford. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that $550 car payment stresses me out. I couldn't imagine having $1,000 car payment. I mean, do I have other bills through the frickin' roof? But
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine having $1,000 car payment, like, at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But props to him. That's a hard decision. I know it wasn't something that a decision he made lightly. Very proud, very surprised that he actually did it.
Me too. Because, we've been talking about it, of course, because I'd say, trigger point in our relationship, and talked about it
I wonder
quite
why.
a lot. Yeah, no idea. No idea. And so, about a year ago, we went and tried to, trade in and for him to get a different car at a lower payment and all of the things. And we did try a year ago, but the difference between
They couldn't get to it, yeah.
it wasn't going to be feasible. By the time they added on the extra that they weren't going to pay on the loan into the new car loan, you were almost like it was only going to be $100, $150 difference. And at that point, it wasn't.
What's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we finally reached that point. So that's going to be a new stressor. I don't know how I'm going to feel not having to. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be nothing but good for us. Allow us to put money up. I did tell him that we are for sure doing a new spreadsheet. We are doing a spreadsheet. He is going to stick to the spreadsheet, and then that's going to see if we can relay this financial new adult responsibilities and do it for longer than a month. Let's see how long we can stretch out.
Okay.
Adult. Yeah. Check back in with you.
That's hard. That is hard. That's a hard thing. But I mean, it's a part of being an adult. And like the thing is, how is it fair when you have to be an adult? I have to be an adult. Everybody else has to be an adult, but others don't. It's not.
Yeah. And don't take my background of plush toys to mean that I'm not an adult. GC, have you noticed a little difference here in my background? Have you noticed how it's a little more
yes, I have
cluttered?
Actually.
Yeah, it was not me. It was my mother. Yeah.
I was literally about to say, is that because your mom's been around?
Yeah. She didn't have to go back to work till today, so she was bored yesterday. And I said, hey, boo-boo, I got some things for you. And so she came over again.
Right?
Yeah. I'm so proud. It looks wonderful.
Okay. It does look really good. It does look good.
I don't know why awesome. she hung the lei from
the lei.
I can't. It's a choice,
It was a choice.
It
was a choice.
So I treated her to dinner last night and made her eat a taco in a Mexican restaurant. So that was great.
And this is her last year, right?
Yes, this is going to be her last year of working. She is going to retire after the end
And she's at the new office this year.
So big changes coming her way. Yeah.
Bless her. A lot of big changes recently.
Stacked on top of each other like dominoes, I swear.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, okay. Oh, I love that girl. I need to see y'all. Y'all need to come up here. Or we need to go down there. Same thing.
Either one. How about you, Bailey? How's your week been?
It's been good. I went to a concert last night. Shocker.
I saw.
Yeah, I went to the Melissa Etheridge, Wynonna Judd concert last night. Phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. Melissa Etheridge, I know a few of her songs. I know her main songs. I don't know a lot of them. But I was not aware of how she is so musically inclined. She can play the hell out of guitar, dude. Insane. Like insane. She could play the drums. She went up and played the drums with her drummer at the same time. Like insane. She's a wonderful like entertainer. obviously Wynonna Judd let her down. They modernized her set. So she has like certain ways she sings things that is the way she normally sings everything, you know?
Mhm.
But now she has modernized her set, and she sounded the best I have ever heard her sound last night.
Great.
It was damn good. It was damn good.
You
And
had
then
some good seats too. Let me tell you.
yeah, really good seats. It was outside. It was at the Amp
I love that.
in August.
It was so hot, wasn't it? You were sweating in places you didn't think you could sweat. Yeah.
Oh my God. You know, guys, I was super worried about it. I was worried about it because fair weather friend, don't like to be hot, gonna sunburn. It is what it is. But as soon as we got out there and like got sat on the lawn, I went and got a snow cone and I was like, okay, I'm good. And it was great. It was great. I wasn't sweating, like nothing. It was fine. It was absolutely fine. And then this is what I really did want to talk about. Jill, I'd sent you a song on the way home today.
It was so good. Already listened to it. 10 out of 10.
Evil Creature, Madeline Edwards, she opened for Wynonna and Melissa last night.
Oh my God. Now I'm even more jealous because that was
so she
incredible.
played that song. That was her opening song. And it was just captivating. Like I instantly was captivated. And she fit so well with them. Like she fit tonally and like vocally so well with them that, I mean, she was amazing. And I instantly looked her up on Instagram, and she had posted like, you know, night 1 of tour with Melissa and Wynonna. And I commented, I was like, you were incredible. Like that was awesome. And she responded and she said, thank you. So,
oh, I'm jelly.
yeah, but that's been on repeat all freaking day, like all day.
Yeah.
But
I've already listened to
other
it
than
4
that,
times.
right? I did this morning when I left for work because I got home last night at 12.
Mm.
And that's hard on your old boy who's used to going to bed at 8:30. So 12 o'clock. And on the way in this morning, I turned that song on, and I guess I wasn't fully awake at the moment, like at the point, because it played on repeat for about 40 minutes. And I finally realized it, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, how did I get here? Yeah. Whoops. But no, concert was great. Madeline was great. Wynonna, Melissa, amazing. Like truly amazing. I love live performances. It's so fun.
They're
to
the
me.
best.
And so, if you are a live performer and you're listening right now, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoy this. Tell all of your roadies and your toy mates.
Get your
But
laugh
other
on.
than that, is there anything that has irritated me? There is a few things that have irritated me, but that's going to have to stay for the break. What else? I think there's anything else. I haven't written anything out that I know of. I've been slightly okay this week. But never mind.
That for us.
Never mind. I do have one written down. So I was eating lunch with my friend the other day, and I looked over, and this person had their Stanley Cup, and they had the label on it still. So they left the label.
Oh.
I'm like, that doesn't make... Why would you do that?
Yeah. That just tells me that you're maybe
So.
not washing it enough. Like,
right? But no, that's my only complaint. It's been a good week so far. It's Wednesday, guys. Yeah. Yeah. So good week. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Let's take a break and hear from our sponsors.
let's do it.
You know what'd be great right now? A sponsor.
You know what's even better than rage? Revenue.
If you're listening and you've got a product, email us or send us cash. We're open.
Let's go ahead and get back to this thing that we're doing, I guess.
Hang on.
Puff, puff, puff. We're back. Now, Jill,
Hmm.
do you want this long one or do you want me to take it?
I mean, rock, paper, scissors, boo boo. I think I nominate Bailey for this one.
Because I'm looking here at this wall of text.
Yeah.
Which I can do it. I'll do this one. The other ones are shorter, so. This is actually one that we had last week and we cut out, I think.
Mm-hmm. Just for time.
Oh, that's funny. I called the voicemail hotline because I had another complaint, but I can save that for next week. Anyway.
Let's do it.
This one. This one is from Anonymous in Maumelle. This Anonymous in Maumelle also, this is going to be a fun one for me to read.
Mm-hmm.
They had they had sent something in previously about a wasp, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So here goes nothing. Hold on, I have to try to not to laugh.
You're gonna laugh.
Stop. I have moved the episode guide in front of you and I can just see half of your face, so now I'm having to block your entire face. Anyway, okay. The red devil moved out and his yellow jacket homie tried to move in. So again, there I was, chilling in my home, watching the last few episodes of Wentworth before Amazon takes it off of Prime, cries externally and internally. But that's another rant for another day, because why can't I purchase Wentworth on Prime so I can watch it whenever I want to without worrying about it being taken off by another streaming service? Anyway, I love how there's there's a thought within a thought. And I love that.
Me too.
But they say, anyway, I realized my package was delivered to my front door but for some reason, the delivery person opened my screen door and left the box between the actual front door of my house and the screen door, leaving the screen door to be cracked open with a foot gap. I was just like, whatever, no biggie. Until I opened the front door to grab the box. That's when I heard this loud buzzing above my head. And again, I pleaded it was a large fly being loud and nosy. And oh my God, it was not. I saw my life flash before my eyes and my heart rate raised so fast you would have thought I would have been running a 5K. And we know that isn't happening anytime soon. It was a black and yellow wasp or a yellow jacket. I don't know what to call it except a squatter, because why are these bitches trying to stay in my house? I immediately try to close the door so they won't fly in, but the door won't close because the package is now in front of the door frame. And I swear I tried to close that door 3 separate times so quickly, realizing this big 3-inch ass mother effing of a wasp is still flying and trying to get inside. I finally grab the package and get the door closed and check that the area is clear of any stinging bitches. I decided to go out the back door and around to the front door to see if the big bitch ended up. Oh my God. To see where the big bitch ended up. I did have the wasp spray with me just in case. Guess where homie ends up? In between the doors. So I grab the screen door handle, open it, and run for my life, hoping they fly out and don't see me as a threat. Well, I guess this wasp didn't graduate GPS school because they got stuck between the doors. So let me try this again. I go up to the door, and for some reason now, they activate. And I really had to hype myself up to open the screen door again. So I opened the door, made sure the door opened wide enough, and then took off sprinting. And this time the big bitch flew off. Thank goodness. Now, what I forgot about was that my front door has a Ring camera and it recorded every second of me fighting that wasp. Overall, this was too much work for me just to get a package off of my front porch. I will pay you money for that footage.
Yes, we will. Real cash. Money in hand.
Guys, this is why I love storytelling, right? This is exactly why I love storytelling. Because, especially locally, and some of the people I know, they're some of the best storytellers because they're able to communicate something extremely, like, animatized, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To where, because this story right here, these last 3 minutes or whatever it was that I was reading this story is singly about a wasp being in between her front door and her screen door. That's it. It's the commitment to the actual process that you go through mentally when you see a wasp above your head. And I love that. I think that's so funny. I think that Wentworth should be able to be purchased. Also, I don't understand Prime.
I don't either.
I don't get it.
Mm-mm.
I don't get it, guys, because, you know, their whole big, like, promise that they give is that you get something in under whatever amount of time. That never works. That never happens for me. So, yeah.
I don't get it.
But
Great storytelling. My God, wonderful storytelling. I'm captivated.
it's incredible. It's incredible. And this is what I mean when I say using cursing for humor. Because the only time that she cussed, I'm assuming it's a she, the only time that they cussed was to insinuate and inflict humor.
Yeah.
And I love that. That's exactly what I do. I think if it's funny, I'll say it. That's exactly what I do. So 10 out of 10 response. Thank you. I appreciate you. If you do feel like sharing that Ring footage, and even if you would just like to keep it between Jill and I, we can make that happen too. Just let us know. You can email at us at contact us at disgruntlednetwork.org. So, but
love to see.
Yes, thank you, anonymous emitter. We appreciate you. Comment and send us another one anytime you have another little winged creature visiting you.
Yes, we are here for it. We are here.
Right.
Oh, what does that mean I got? Ooh, I have a pissed off bride. Ooh, I love that for me. A pissed off bride says, can we collectively admit that an RSVP has become a meaningless combination of 4 letters? Half the people don't respond. The other half respond yes and then disappear like they're entering witness protection. And then there's the people who text you an hour after it started and said, hey, are y'all still there? No, we packed up the wedding, buried grandma, blew out the birthday candles, cleaned the house, and started planning next year's event. I don't care if you can't come. I don't care that I bought enough food to feed you because you couldn't be bothered to type 5 letters. Can't make it. It doesn't take any more crying or in a laughing emoji than it does to RSVP. It takes the same amount of time. Somewhere, wedding planners are developing stress-induced eye twitches because apparently commitment now only applies to Netflix subscriptions.
My dogs are fighting. I'm sorry. I'm hearing this and I thought it was Jimmy sneezing, but I realized no, it's my dogs fighting.
We good in the hood?
Either one of them's dead or they figured it out. But yeah. I can't tell you the last time I RSVP'd to something.
Try really hard to. I'm going to 100% be on this bride's side because I am an RSVPer. I'm gonna let you know if I'm coming as an RSVP to a major event like a wedding, because I know she mad about that food she bought and nobody showed up for it, and I get that 100%.
Well, I guess that's different. I guess that's different.
To a wedding?
Maybe I'm just not invited to events that you have to RSVP for.
Correct. I'm not. The only one I can associate with apparently is a wedding. And you be damned. Yeah, I'm filling out the RSVP for an actual wedding. Yeah.
The last wedding I went to was probably like 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's been a while.
Isn't that crazy?
That is
crazy.
But
and the thing is, I was basically in the bridal party. So like,
yeah, I was about to say,
like I had to be there. I was on the RSVP. Like I was the RSVP.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Like I had to be there.
Yeah, my last one,
and
I was a bridesmaid.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Right. So like you have to show up.
Yeah.
No
option.
But yeah, I guess that's something like people aren't doing anymore then. Okay, maybe that's a question. How often do you have things that you have to RSVP for? I guess it'd be different for like kids. So like if you had kids and they got invited to like other kids' birthday parties and stuff, I could see that. I could definitely see that. But like me as was I going to say that? As a married individual an adult who has no children, I can't tell you the last time I was invited to something.
Mine has been just weddings, and I can't tell you that I've literally only been invited to 3, so like it's not like there's a huge list there. But
right. Well, I should clarify that. I can't tell you the last time I was formally invited for like with an invitation, like requesting an RSVP. Now, texting me and saying, "Hey, let's go have dinner on this night at blah blah blah." I'm going to text you back and say, "Yeah, that works," or "No, it doesn't." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's different. That's an informal invitation.
Correct. No, we're talking about you bought the paper, embossed it, sealed it, put a government stamp on it.
For those, I would. I feel like I would. Now, there are some times when people invite me to things and I'm just really tired or exhausted and I don't feel like it. And so I won't give a confirmation immediately. Because that's too much of a commitment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Point blank period.
But I don't know on that one. So.
I get why she's pissed off. I'm pissed off with you, Bubba.
I could
pissed off with you.
But I also think that like a wedding, especially planning a wedding and like paying for a wedding and all of these things, like it's an extremely stressful situation. Yeah. And so she has every single right to be irritated on that one. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. The complaint is definitely justified.
Valid all the way. Yeah. Completely.
Thank you, Pissed Off Bride. We appreciate you. We hope your wedding is beautiful, and we hope that it makes you feel like Cinderella and the prettiest person on the world. And then enjoy your honeymoon because that's deserved. Let's take a quick break, and we will be back.
This ad space is currently open. Your product could be pitched here by 2 emotionally stable podcast hosts who definitely aren't yelling into the void. Just saying.
We are back. So I have Jessica. Jessica is from Utah. I have not been to Utah. I'd like to go. But Jessica says, can we retire asking people how are you if we're going to interrupt the answer. Every single interaction goes exactly the same. Hey, how are you? Honestly, I've been good anyway. And then, but why'd you ask? Because you could have just said hi. And now we have turned how are you into a verbal wallpaper that nobody expects or respects. Imagine if people just actually answered, actually, my dog died. Well, no, she did not say that. I mean, the word died is down there. I put the two together. It says, actually, my dog needs surgery, my therapist canceled, and my refrigerator died. Suddenly, everybody's speed walking towards the exit. Don't pretend you're opening the emotional suggestion box if you've already nailed it shut.
Oh, amen.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, oh, God bless. Ah! Oh, it's got. Okay.
Something else
Jesus
must have died.
God. Y'all, life's a hurdle in this girdle.
Can that be our episode title for the week? I think we just found it.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, it is. Ooh,
God, that's a long one. Yeah. But no, I completely agree because it's kind of like one of those things, and it happens a lot in emails and back and forth.
Yeah.
Skip the niceties.
Mm-hmm.
Skip the niceties. If you're emailing me wanting me to do something for you, don't say, I hope you've had a good week. I hope your day's going good. Anything like that. It was until you emailed me. Just skip the niceties. Tell me what you're looking for. I'll get it to you. And then when I give it to you, you can say, thanks. Hope you're having a great week. Because that feels genuine now.
Not before.
Right? Not before. Before is performative. After feels like you're genuinely saying, I hope you have a good week. And then you're leaving it alone. Right?
Right.
And like, I guess that's something that the human nature has become so accustomed to, of the whole, when somebody asks you how you are, the instant reaction is to either be, I'm good, I'm fine, doing good, everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying, my dog needs surgery, my therapist canceled, and my refrigerator died. You know?
It's
And
one
I
of
think
those,
that's sad.
Yeah, it's a social norm that you can't break. You can't tell someone how you actually are. Yeah.
Right. Because the second I say live in La Vida Loca, somebody has a problem.
Or you go, hey, do you know a good rope buyer? You know, like you can't just.
Yeah. I should probably stop saying those things.
You can't be honest anymore in a, casual conversation, because what's sad is people ask, but like she said, you immediately jump over into what you want, because it's just more of a formality to ask about that person,
and there's no
waiting
there's
for the
no
genuine
care
answer. Yeah.
Like there's no care. Like you don't care. Like you don't care how I'm doing. Jill and I, that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
And it's different for different people. Like acquaintances, they probably won't care. But like friends, they do care, and they do truly mean, how are you? But I just feel like if we could skip the niceties, it would be beneficial.
Then it just leaves
But Jessica,
whole thing to not have to be fake,
Exactly. Jessica, how are you? How are you? Because if your refrigerator died, your dog does need surgery, and your therapist did cancel, you need somebody to talk to. So if you do, go ahead and send that over into the inbox, and we'll send a message back.
Yeah, we will.
Because we need some people to talk to too.
Give great responses.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. I wish, as like a social norm, like I wish that like it was more okay to not be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
Because Are there days that are spectacular and like everything is sunshine and rainbows for me? Yeah, absolutely. Are there days that it feels like the entire world is trying to find where I live and kill me? Yeah, absolutely.
Make it miserable? Yeah.
Right. And I feel like people have to have both. They have to have the good days and the bad days because we don't get a choice. Like, we don't have an option in that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if we were more understanding as a society that people go through things differently and people approach things completely differently, we're going to be really flourishing. Like, we would really flourish from that. But, nobody asks me. That's the problem.
You're right.
Jessica, if you do need someone to talk to, please reach out because we can find you someone to talk to, whether that be me, whether that be Jill. We'll even let you talk to her mom.
Yes.
And if you get close enough, she might come clean your apartment.
Yeah, she'll help you clean out the refrigerator. As she will.
She'll come help you rearrange your stuffed animals.
Yeah, in a great way. And then ask you 15 times if you're sure you're okay with it. Because she's scared she's doing something wrong when you don't have the heart to tell her that you don't care as long as it's done.
Right. There's no parameters, just as long as it gets done. I don't really give a damn.
Type B.
Yeah.
Type C. Actually, type F. I don't know what it is, how low it goes, but yeah, not a type A.
I think you're a type G, is what I think.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
G for Jillian.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm definitely a type B.
Okay.
But Jessica, thank you for your submission. Let us know. Have a great week, and
you got this, boo-boo.
Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Jill, and last but not least, I have got Abby from New Hampshire, also on the list of places I've never been. Hope it's good there in New Hampshire, Abby. Abby wrote in and said, why is it that every time I want to watch Netflix on my Roku, the dialogue is a whisper and the commercials sound like they're announcing the apocalypse? I have to have my hand ready to turn that shit down before it wakes up my mom at 3:30 in the morning when she has work tomorrow. Make it make sense.
Abby, you're spitting straight facts, dude.
Nothing but truth.
Straight freaking facts. Straight facts. Oh my God.
It's deafening. And the difference is substantial.
Yeah. So fun fact about us, Jimmy and I. He likes to live like a lizard because he doesn't want to pay a high utility bill in the summer. So like right now, our AC is set at 74 degrees.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, baby.
It's a freaking terrarium.
Yeah.
But I have a fan. I have a fan going at all times, right? And whether that be in here, whether that be in my bedroom, whether that be in the living room, whatever, right? And so the fan in the living room comes on when I'm home, right?
Right.
Well, Jimmy can't ever hear. He said, I can't hear it. Turn it up. I said, okay. So I turn it up. And then we go to bed. Turn it off, right? So then the next day we come in. He sits, plops down in the chair. And it's not a sit, it's a plop. Mm-hmm. Plops down in the chair. And then he turns on the TV. And we're blasted back into the past because of how loud it was last night because that fan was going. And I just haven't gotten hot enough yet to turn it on. So, Abby, we kind of do it to ourselves.
Sometimes, and then it's unprecedented. Like sometimes you're in you feel like you're back in the 90s and there was an opening to some production company. I can't remember that. Remember the one?
George Lopez. George Lopez. It was George Lopez.
Well,
but
that
then
too.
they also had that 90s commercial of the music, and it's Celine Dion, and she's like, I'm your lady, right? And it's louder than ever. I'm going to put it in right here. Yeah, enjoy. So, oh my God, I'm just going to put it in randomly in the middle. That's funny. So yeah, it's literally so freaking loud. It's so loud. It's so loud. I couldn't imagine like being back in the days of having to worry about your mom and dad waking up in the middle of the night, like during summer.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can relate. Been there.
All I can think about is the TikToks of that one grandma or whatever. They're being loud in the kitchen, and she comes out and she goes, "It's 2:00 in the damn morning. Sit down. Go to sleep."
That's exactly
Yeah.
always what it felt like too. And Lord knows,
and everybody gets stupid at like 12 a.m., you know?
Yeah. It's the same stuff. Only, I was on a different, usually most of my trauma had come from my grandma's house when she had cable. And I'm an old woman at heart. And so we used to always stay up because from 10 to midnight on the Hallmark Channel, they played reruns of Golden Girls. So from 10 to midnight, you could watch Golden Girls, and then it would switch over and play different programs until 3 a.m. So usually it was like Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah,
and different ones. And so Mama always went to bed after Golden Girls, but then I would stay up. And so then I'd have to like listen to see if I heard her footsteps to turn down the next one or pretend to be knocked out real quick. So,
right.
Yeah. We've all played dead. We all have done it.
We've all lived the same lives at some point in time.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Abby, I wish I had a fix for that, but
I don't. I can't find one. We have a Roku system like in our house, and we are fully Roku. Like we have the sound bar, we have the subwoofer, we have the
Really?
Yes, we've bought in the speakers, and we've got like, and they're all Roku branded. So yeah, you can do that. The Roku sells an entire sound system. Yes, we have it.
When we bought the new TV for the living room, we bought a Bose sound system.
Oh,
It's good. It works well.
Yeah. Until it works too well.
Well, until it doesn't, and you realize how freaking crappy the sound quality is.
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
Yeah. Whoops. But thank you, Abby, for your submission. We appreciate you. Jill, I'm going to let you wrap us up this week.
Absolutely. I'm going to start by saying thank you to Abby, Jessica, a pissed off bride, and Anonymous for writing in this week. We very much appreciate your submissions. If you want to be featured like one of these wonderful people were today, then Bailey and his wonderful production is going to, it's all Bailey. He's going to put this link tree on the screen right now, and it's going to have our link to our place, our link tree that has all of our information, all of the links, all of the clicks. Go click until you can't click no more. And you're going to rate, you're going to review, you're going to subscribe, you're going to follow, you're going to let people know how disgruntled you are and that this podcast is your favorite podcast, and spread it to the people, the masses. Okay.
Yes.
Be sure to call us. Tell everyone and anyone. Instead of, hey, how are you? Like, hey, my favorite podcast is Disgruntled. You go check it out. They'll think you're crazy for a little bit, but we will appreciate you.
Yes.
Tell anyone, call or text us with your rants at 479-222-1251. You can find everything about us and more that you ever wanted to know at disgruntlednetwork.org. We still have merch for sale at disgruntled.shop. So you can also follow us on any kind of and all social media platforms. Please do
Literally.
that. So there's going to be sites and the link tree. If you don't want to play the guessing game, click the link tree and click the link, and it will take you directly to the social and cut out the hunting aspect. We're there.
Yep.
We're there. Just go do it, and we will feature you. Take pictures in your merch. We'll post you or not post you, depending on if that's not what you want. So do it. Get the word out there. We're going to have some new and exciting things coming to social media very soon. So if you want to be one of those people that says, I was there first, then you better start running and get there first, because it's going to be great. We got wonderful things coming to our socials, and you never want to miss out what's happening there. So thank you for listening to me rant uncontrollably at the screen just now and for the last hour. We appreciate your time and all of the love that you pour into our podcast. Know you're appreciated. We love hearing your rants. We love you yelling into the void, and we appreciate you tuning in this week. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead of you, and may the sun keep shining, I guess. Let the world
May the odds be ever in your favor.
We're doing it doses and mimosas, okay? Have all the alcohol this weekend, yes. So go for it.
Thank you, Jill.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
This has been a Disgruntled Network multimedia production.
Created by people with a lot of opinions and just enough time to share them.
Executive produced by Jillian Johnson and Bailey Bolin.
If you liked what you heard, don't forget to scream into the void or, leave us a review.